Welcome to part 6 of the Camaro build-up. Starting on the wheels, we're not looking too bad at the moment actually. These are the wheels that are from the Ford Mustang. They were chrome, and we decided that wanted them the same colour as the stripes on bodywork. So what I did was just dump them in a bath of bleach for a little while. I think it was about half an hour or so, and that actually stripped all of the chrome off of the parts, which is great news. It was just so quick, it was unbelievable. And then we painted them in the light gunmetal grey, which is the TS42. I sprayed those basically through the airbrush because I still had a little bit of paint left over from when I painted the stripes, when I decanted the paint from the spray can into a little jar. So I just used the airbrush to spray those. It was just easier really, to be fair. You get obviously a bit more control over it. Once that had dried, I then went over them with some light sheen clear lacquer, because we didn't want them gloss, didn't want them absolutely matte either, so we just decided that a light sheen clear coat would be the way forward to go. And once the light sheen clear coat had dried, I then used the chrome marker to paint the lug nuts or the wheel nuts, depending on where you're coming from. So if we just bring this one up pretty close, you can see there we've got a nice reasonable shine on there, and then you've got the chromy bits for the lug nuts, which actually do stand out quite nicely. I'm quite happy with the way that turned out. And that's one of the front wheels that are finished off. There are no decals that go in the middle, which is a bit of a shame really, but never mind, that's fine. We can cope with that. So basically, if we get the body as well, that's kind of really what it's going to look like inside the body, if we can get it in view there. So we're kind of looking at about that really. So that's going to look quite cool. And we've also got the side stripes put in as well. That's been put in with a little bit of Elmer's glue and then just taped into place whilst it dries. We've also got the same on that side as well. Once that, I mean, they should be dry by now because they were done yesterday. So what I can do is just repair that little bit of damage to the front nose section. Once that's been repaired, I'll then be able to clear coat that completely, and then leave that for a little while longer. And then do all of the chromy bits to that as well, which would be great. So that's kind of where we are with the kit at the moment. I'm just going to be plodding along and working on the chassis a little bit more. I just want to focus on that area on that car and get that sorted out first now, because I really need to get the last couple of coats of clear lacquer on that before I do anything else, because I really want that to be given the chance to dry properly, and then I'll be able to polish that up and get that looking really nice. So I'm just going to continue, get all these wheels put together, and then start work on those bits, and then go back to the chassis. So that's kind of it for the moment. I will come back to you as soon as I've made some more progress. Good news is we've now got the engine in, and a few of the other auxiliary parts in. So we've got the master brake cylinder in, and then we've also got this other little part here that fits into the side of the firewall. Still need to sort out the HT leads, but I'll do those last. There's still quite a bit of stuff that needs to go into the engine bay at the moment. We've also got the radiator assembly completed, ready to go in. We've done the radiator in the aluminium colour there, just to help that, and that's what it looks like from that side. So that's looking quite good. Happy with the progress on that. We've also got all of the wheels sorted out as well. We've got the little lug nuts coated in the chrome colour as well, from the chrome pen, just to help sort of give those a little bit of extra detail. Unfortunately, there are no decals for the centre cap there, which is a bit of a shame, but not to worry, that's okay, that's not a problem really. So they're done. The other thing that we've done as well is we've put some chrome on the bezel as well around the outside there, so that helps. That makes that look a little bit tidier too. So really we're kind of up to point number 5, or instruction number 5, which is that bit there. We've completed that. I just need to sort of do the other bits to this. So I mean, this part's already in, I just need to get this attached in the hose, and then number 5 will just be getting that bit attached. So it's not going too badly at the moment. I'm kind of happy with the way that that's going. Once the front bit's on, I can then get some decals. We've got some decals that go on the battery as well, and I do believe there's a couple of little decals that go on the radiator surround. So that's that bit done. Also, if we just bring the camera around, you can see the bodywork there. That's actually had now the final 2 coats of gloss on there, and that is looking really shiny now. You can actually see the way that the shadows is playing off of that. So I just now need to let that dry completely. Once that's dried, the next stage will be just to give that a good polish before I do all the chrome work. Oh, we've also got the other little details sort of down the side of the vehicle there, as you can see. They were little plastic strips that you just sort of add into it really, so they've been glued in with the Elmer's glue. Didn't want to use super glue on those or normal glue, just in case it did ruin the paintwork. So as soon as that clear coat has actually had a good amount of time to dry, I'll just give that a good polish before I go on to the next step, which will be to get the side marker lights in, and also get the chrome sorted out on that as well. So we're motoring along at the moment. We've just got all the suspension work left to do on the bottom. Oh, the other thing is as well, actually, we've got the exhaust system complete. That's been done with the Revell aqua colours. That's the steel colour. I'm quite happy with that actually. If you use this stuff with a paintbrush, it comes out really dark. If you use it with an airbrush, it comes out that colour, which is kind of cool. As this is going to be sort of like a showroom build type thing, I'm not really going to bother dirtying anything up either. It's all going to be sort of so it's just come out the showroom. So that's about it for the moment. I'm just going to go ahead and get the whole of the front end of this car assembled now, and all the bits and pieces in that we can for the moment. Once that bit is done, I will come back to you. Managed to get some work done to the car. I haven't really got a lot of work done to it because unfortunately I've been having some right issues with my neck of late, and not really been able to do a lot of anything apart from lay down really, which is a bit of a shame. We have got a few bits done to the car. It's been done sort of like a couple of components at a time really, but we've got the whole of the front end in now. So we've got the radiator and the radiator surrounds in. We've got a few more hoses in. Now again, with these hoses, as with the HT leads, they give you the diagram with the exact length that they need to be cut to. Now the weird thing with these little hoses is the fact that they give you too much, which is a bit weird considering with the HT leads they gave you just enough. So it's a bit weird. So these just need to be tidied up as well. They need to just be brought down and shaped a little bit better, and kind of pushed down a little bit further, and then they'll be finished off. Again, the HT leads, I just need to sort those out. We've got some decals that need to go in on the top there. You know, but I can pretty much will do those last because that's not really an issue. I can get all of those bits sorted out before we put the top on. The underside suspension has been completed, all but a few parts really. So we've got the good old leaf suspension in, we've got the axle in there, we've got the exhaust system in, we've got the prop shaft in, and you can see we've got a little bit of an issue there with the two parts of the exhaust meeting up. For some reason it doesn't actually meet up properly there, not sure why, it's just a bit weird. We've got all of the front suspension in, we've got the front brake discs in place as well. The only thing that I've had a problem with is the steering rack. It's a bit too loose, so I've glued that in place. Obviously it won't steer now, but that's not a problem. I wasn't really fussed about that anyway, to be fair. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, she's almost there. I would say, I mean, that's step 9 that I'm on now. After that is the wheels, which we've already completed, and then after that it's the interior, which is already completed as well. So I mean, once I've just got those couple of little bits sorted out for the rear axles, we'll then be on to step 14. And then after, from 14, I think there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 more steps, and that's it. Obviously we've got the lighting to do as well. With the lighting side of it, I can get the lighting from the rear. I can actually get the lighting sorted out there, get the battery in, get the interior mounted in, and get the lights all wired up for that. Once that's completed, I'll then be able to turn my attention to the bodywork, where I need to get the lights in on the inside for the side marker lights, also the headlights and the tail lights, and the indicators at the front. Good thing is I can get all of those bits in position before the body does actually go on. So all I need to really do is just make sure that those wires are just slightly longer than what they need to be, so I can get those soldered in sort of at the end of it really. So I can get all of that sorted out, and then I'll be able to get all the chromey bits done on the outside before I get the glass in. So yeah, she's taking shape, not too much work to do. I'm kind of hoping that if my neck settles down a bit, I might be able to get this finished by the end of June. I'm kind of hoping, really. That would be nice if I can get this finished by the end of June actually. And then I can move on to the 1/12 scale Mustang or Shelby GT 500 and get that sorted out. I'll love to get that build rolling again, because I did enjoy building that car as well. So yeah, that's about it for the moment. I think I'm going to call it quits on this video. I mean, it's not a really long one, but as I say, you know, I just wanted to keep you guys updated with what I've been doing, and you know, as I say, I've just not really been able to do a lot really because of my blooming neck. But there you go, never mind. We soldier on through these things and sort of do as much as we can. So as I say, I call it quits for this video, and I'll try and get one out for next week if I can, but I can't promise anything really, to be quite honest. It just depends on you know, whether my neck is feeling up to it. So it could be sort of 2 or 3 weeks down the line before I get the next video out. But thanks for watching, and please do take care.